Good evening. My name is Benjamin Lewis, and I will be discussing in my informative speech the United States military. In the United States military, there are numerous military occupational specialties, and I will be discussing all of those. Also, the benefits of joining the military, retiring from the military, and how does Scripture in relation to Christianity apply to the United States military. Like I said, I want to inform everyone here in my audience and those of you that are going to be watching this video, the different things of how God has impacted the United States military. In specific, if you read John 13:15, he says, "Greater love hath no man than this, than a man lay down his life for his friends." And the way that I interpret that is, you should not fear respect a person who, unless they are willing to give up their life for their family and friends. And I believe that is very strongly in relation to the United States military, and I will discuss that later on in the speech. So to start off, according to a study of the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, the military population is less than 1% of all American people. Also in 2017, the civilian workers outnumbered military personnel 110-1. So, given those numbers, fast forward to 2019, there was a statistic that came out, said the median wage of Americans of high school degrees was $37,000, right above the poverty line. And that is of high school educated individuals with no college experience, just a high school education. And now if we take a look or flip the page and you look at the military members with the same education background, with no college experience, just a military experience, they are shown to have over $70,000 worth of gross income every single year. So how is less than 1% of the entire population of America making over $40,000 more than what that average American makes? And in this speech, I'm going to discuss just that. The relevance that I have to the United States military is very personal. I am an active duty military member in the United States Marine Corps. I've served for over 5 years in my second duty station in the United States Marine Corps. What I want to have in this speech, or what I want to relay in this speech, is the importance of the career opportunities, the benefits to joining the military, and all the different things that you can do to not only impact your life, your family's life, the country, and even the world at a global scale, and how God speaks to what military occupational, what military members have to Christianity. In the minutes follow, I'm going to discuss many things. I'm going to discuss, like I said, the job fields. I'm going to discuss how men and women of this country, how they have changed the military, and how it will continue to change in the industrial/technological era. And third, the military presents a great opportunity for protection, humanitarian efforts, religious strengths of God, and values according to the Scripture, as I said in John 15:13. So this brings me to my very first point. My first point is, as the world continues to grow, like I said earlier, in the technological era, 10 years ago, 2010, 2012, even 2002, 20 years ago, we would have never thought that we would see all the things that we see technologically. And a lot of that is due to the civilian sector. However, a lot of that is due to the military sector as well. The military is not as fast to grow as the civilian sector is. However, the military has put a huge effort into growing their technological, their engineering, their science programs in relation to their combat roles. By citing a 2021 Defense Department budget request, the United States military is set to grow by about 5,600 troops in the year 2022 across the members of active duty and reservists. Currently, over the 5 branches, the Coast Guard, Navy, Air Force, Army, and United States Marine Corps, there's over 1.2 million members. So Congress and the Senate is looking to increase that by about 5,600 troops each year, every year for the next 10 years. My second point, when Americans think of the United States military, what do you think of? You think of the boots on the ground. And as I've been saying before, in the technological era and getting out of the Middle East, that isn't our future anymore. That isn't. Our future is aerospace. Our future is satellite communications. Our future is technology. And we can't do that without members and military members of bright minds and physical strength, emotional strength, religious strength, but most importantly, the jobs that will create based off of those characteristics. So by looking at the screen, we can see all five branches and how the military occupational specialties, quote unquote, like I said, MOSs break down. So if we look, this is based off of a chart in 2021, based off the United States Bureau Labor Statistics. As of 2021, engineering, science, and technical jobs in total are about 56,370 members. Now, if we take a look at the combat specialty, 36,090 members. Again, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, these numbers might be flipped. The reason why it's changing is based off the changing world and the changing environment that the United States military has. Along with this point, as the age grows of technology, which is great, which is amazing, the threat of enemy is going to change as well. So not only do we have to be able to change our technology in regards to our everyday lives in the military, we also need to be able to change in regards to our threats. Combat rules are great. However, if you're shooting a gun or if you bring, quote unquote, a knife to a fist fight, more than likely, that person with a better equipped weapon is going to win. So, this brings me to my third point. I stated prior, the rise of the technological age in society and the military and military occupations are very important. But none can be judged based off of not only what they bring to the table, but also what can the military do for you? So what the military can do for you, it gives you an array of benefits whether you serve 4 years or 40 years. The military has programs such as the post 9/11 GI Bill, which is a quote unquote a bill or a benefit that can give you a full tuition or full 4 years of college for free if you serve honorably for 4 years in the military. We also have tuition assistance, which pays for over $5,000 every single year to active duty and reservist military members. I'm actually doing this class right now through tuition assistance. I'm not paying a dime through that. There's also a program called the VA loan. Many of you might have heard of it. Some of you have not, and that's great. The VA loan, what the VA loan does is it allows you to not put any money down on a house whenever you buy. So whenever you usually buy a house, you have to put a certain amount of money down, and that is, in a sense, your insurance based off of your buying of a house. What the VA loan does, that government is that insurance, that government is backing you to buy that loan. Very important for members such as myself who have families or other military members and reservists or retirees that have families to be able to start their lives outside the military in a positive way. Also, the way the military has changed currently is in the past and during the Vietnam era, almost the stereotype or the stigma was military members, get out of Vietnam after being drafted and they don't have jobs. Well, as of a study in 2022 by, again, the United States Bureau of Labor Statistics, over 4.4% of military members are off of unemployment and or currently are getting jobs. As I stated before, military members are making about $40,000 more with no education, with no higher education, more than their civilian counterparts. So how does that work, right? Many members are being educated. Many members are taking the opportunity of that post 9/11 GI Bill or the VA home loan or tuition assistance while they're in. and all these different things that can help them later on down the road. So many people join the military thinking, what can I do for the military? What can I do for the government? And think, instead of thinking, what can the government do for me? Or how can we both form together to create a great foundation? Don't get me wrong, the military is very important in regards to fighting battles. As I said before, we're the oldest occupation in America, and that's for a reason. We were one of the strongest, if not the strongest military throughout the world. And that cannot be done without strong men and women such as yourselves and those that serve in the military. As a summary, as I stated before, America is a growing country and living in a growing world. Therefore, the United States military has to grow at the same, if not at a higher rate. Many Americans know the importance, let alone the importance of the military, let alone the financial stability, let alone don't know this, the financial stability that the military can bring to you. There are numerous, over 100 jobs that the military provides by itself that can also help you get out and achieve the dreams that you want to achieve. I've discussed the importance of the different military occupations that serve in the United States members, and lastly, the benefits of being in the United States military. I hope that me discussing, me shedding a light on the military has helped shape a better image of what the military is and what the United States military does for each and every American here in the United States. Thank you so much. My name is Benjamin Lewis, and this is my informative speech for COM 101.